Hey guys, it's Hindash. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about eyes, but I'm going to be showing you how I created this 80s inspired contemporary winged out look. I love the colors. I've been wanting to play with color for a while, and I know a lot of you want me to play with color. So yeah, this video is sponsored by Viseart. You guys know Viseart is one of my favorite eyeshadow brands. I've been talking about them for a very long time. They make some of the best eyeshadows in the market, in my opinion. And what's really cool is that they have created a Middle East collection exclusive to the Middle East, which I'm so excited about. And I'm obviously going to be showing you the palettes in the video, but look at these beautiful colors. Oh my God. And what I'm really excited about is that even though these are Middle East exclusives, you can order them internationally through their website, and they have free international shipping, which is amazing. So I'm going to put that link down below as well. All right, I'm not going to talk too much. So if you guys want to see how I created this look, then please keep watching. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so and give me a thumbs up and a comment down below. Let me know what you want to see next. Bye. All right, so today we have the beautiful Esma who is modeling for me, and I'm going to leave her Instagram down below. I'm so excited to partner with Viseart for this video because Viseart, one of my first palettes that I've invested in was the neutral palette, and that one has been through a lot with me. It's just your basic everyday neutrals, and it's perfect for your kit. But these palettes that they came out with are incredible. As you can see, so many different finishes and two different color stories. Okay, so this video is going to be an eye focus video. I'm going to do the full base on a separate video, I think, because I really want to highlight contouring and how to shape the face. So the first color that I'm going to be starting off with is the matte one. It's called Bare Skin, and it's kind of a pinky light nude. And I'm just going to sweep that all over the lids. You can prime the eyes with any eye primer that you want. I used a bit of concealer. So I'm just using that color as a transition color and to set the cream that I used. Next, I'm going to take the deepest purple in the palette. It's a matte. It's called Sharp. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to slowly map out the wing. So I'm going to take my time. I'm not concerned with this being very neat. I just want to sketch out the shape of where the eye look is going. Getting close to the lash line, I'm going to slowly build up that color. You can tap it in. I was kind of very careful here because I didn't know if there was going to be fallout or not. And there is a bit of extra powder underneath her eyes, which is why they might look a bit dry. But that's all going to be fine in the end. I'm still mapping that wing and I'm bringing it into the crease, so kind of connecting to where her crease is and going a bit over it. And taking that hot pink in the palette, it's called Risk and it's a matte. I'm going to be blending it in with that purple. Now I do this back and forth a couple of times, so you really want to take your time. This is very intense, by the way. I'm still not worried about making everything super neat at this point, but just blending the colors in, seeing where the shape is going to go. From the Fashion Addict palette, I'm taking the shade Artist, which is a very muted lilac. And I'm going to put that in the crease. Now, the good thing about using a very muted shade is that it's less commitment. I kind of get to see where I want to go with the shape. And it's going to act as a nice base underneath for any color that I put on top. So it's going to blend much easier anyway. So dipping back into that pink, I'm going to connect it into the crease just slightly and keep diffusing the edges. I'm taking a fluffier brush with that lilac again and just diffusing everything very lightly. I'm not looking for intense color or payoff. I'm just kind of blending everything back and forth. Now taking that dark purple again, I'm going to run it through the lower lash line and connecting the wing with the lower lash line. And I'm going to be dipping back and forth into that pink and the purple and just smoking it out, kind of mimicking what I did underneath, but I'm going all the way on the lower lash line. And it gets more pink as it goes closer to her inner corners. Next, I'm going to be taking the coral shade from the Basically Addict palette, and it's called Joy. And it is a matte coral, and I'm going to be going in the crease with that on the inner part of the crease. And just diffusing it and blending it in with the outer wing as well. So this is going to create more of a color story because the coral is a bit warmer, so it's going to have that nice gradient blend. And as you can see, the coral gets a bit more intense as it goes to the outer corner, so I'm building it up very slowly. And taking a tiny bit of that coral on the lower lash line as well to diffuse the edges, just so that everything is cohesive. I'm going back in with the dark purple and deepening that wing and just adding more dimension where I feel I need it, because I blend a lot basically and I get to lose a bit of that color. So it's nice to always go in and introduce it again, because that's going to give you that nice blend. It's going to make that eyeshadow last all day because you've blended in very thin layers. I'm going to tap more of a neutral light nude from the Fashion Addict palette, and it is the shade Style. On her lower lash line, I'm taking the shade Dream from the Basically Addict palette, and I'm going to add that on the lower lash line. It's going to give us very nice, kind of like a metallic glittery sparkle, and I think the bronze really complements these colors a lot. I did add a bit of the shade Glow, but I realized that I don't really like it, so I ended up just covering it up with Dream again. And I'm putting that bronze on the lash line to connect with the wing, but I end up not doing this and just covering it with the darker purple, so ignore this step. But I'm just putting it as, you know, storyline to see where the look goes. On a more concentrated brush, I'm taking the matte purple and deepening that wing again, and this time just really focusing it as a crisp liner. So this is where things get a bit more detailed. And you have that really nice blend because you've added so many layers with different colors and different intensities. And that's why I love layering. And here I am covering the bronze with the matte purple. I'm taking the shade Neutral, which is more of a champagne satin highlighter color, and I'm putting that on the center of the lid just so we have a bit of something interesting. It's not very sparkly, it just adds a bit of a glow. And I'm diffusing it with a fluffy brush so that the application isn't very intense. But I am putting it more intensely on the inner corners and just fluffing it out so it has that nice beam. And I'm going to take a chocolate liner on the inner rims of the eyes and on the inner tear duct. And I added individual lashes. I use Ardell lashes in medium individuals. And that is the eye done. It's very lifted. It has a lot of colors, but it's still a cohesive color story. And we have a nice blend because we've done a lot of layers. And yeah, it gives me a bit of 80s vibes, which is right up my alley. I mean, I love the 80s. Alright, for a highlighter, I'm going to be dipping into the two palettes. One is called Bloom, and it is a lighter one. So this is more for lighter skin tones. And the other one is called Tempo, which is more of a darker one. But I'd say like medium to deep, but it has a light shade, so I guess it is multi-use. But I'm just going to be dipping into both palettes, and with a fluffy brush, I'm just going to mix a couple of shades together. And I'm going to be applying that on the high points of the cheekbones, and this is actually much softer than I'd expected. So you can really build this up. You can wet it with a bit of setting spray. You can spray your face with a bit of setting spray if you want it more intense, or the brush. And I'm going down the bridge of the nose and the tip of the nose as well. And I'm going to line her lips with a nude lip liner, nothing crazy, something a bit on the warm side because the eyes are a tiny bit cool toned. So it's nice for the lips to have a bit more of a peach undertone to them. And going in with a peachy nude lipstick, nothing too intense or opaque. I want something a bit on the sheer side, but that's going to give us that nice healthy lip glow. I'm taking a blush from this Viseart palette. It's a pinky peach, and I'm just putting it on the apples of the face. And that is the final look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this more in-depth eye look, and let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let me know if you want to see more of these types of videos, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and give me a thumbs up, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Bye.